Hello, we're gonna do a pick a pile today, a love reading. First, let's go ahead and we'll cleanse the energy and then I'll show you the piles. Before we get into the piles, basically the way how pick a pile works is I show you the items, you choose whichever item you resonate with, and then you watch the reading for that item. And we're going to get into you versus your person. What's really going on here? What's really going on through this connection? The first pile is going to be this little snow globe and mug. So it's a little witch's feet, witch's mug. We got this here, little snow globe edition. So that is pile 1. Pile 2 is going to be this little bear. It's got the pumpkin, the ghost with him, cute little Halloween. And then our last pile, pile 3, is going to be this skull mug. This is a candle. This skull with a snake. I'm also getting Medusa energy with this. So maybe you resonate with Medusa and her story. But just the snake, it's because there's 2 different snakes. See that? So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. If you do want to book a personal reading with me, you can go ahead and send me a DM on TikTok. If you don't have a TikTok, you can send me an email. Other than that, let's go ahead and we'll get into the piles. Okay, so if you chose the witch mug with the witch snow globe, then this is your reading. We'll tap in. Usually I do signs at the end of readings, but today I decided to try and do it before. And then we'll do some initial confirmations at the end too, just for a little bit of extra. So first we have Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini. We'll pull like one more. Scorpio again. Yeah, one more different. Pisces. There we go. All right. Those are the signs, so that can be either you or them, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. So first we're going to tap in and pull some confirmation cards. Split the deck because it's too much for my hands. I made too many cards. And we'll pull one from each deck for you, them, and this connection. So we'll go ahead, pull one from each side, one for your person first. Can I get one for their person? We got 3 for your person. We got 3 for your person. Can I get one for collective? Got one for you. You know what? Let's pull one more for collective just because your person got a little bit more. So you got one more for you. And then can I get one for this connection here? Okay, got Gemini out again for this connection, so heavy Gemini energy. And then, ooh, okay. Interesting. All right, can I get one for each? All right, I guess we're gonna get a little bit more than one for each. So, put this over here. I'm gonna put the item that we're working with over here. There we go. I like that. Fix that little guy who fell over. There we go. Okay. I get one for collective. Water signs. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then that was too much. Can I please just get 1? 3 max. And then we got 1. That one wanted to come out too. There we go. Can I get one for the connection? got 2 for the connection. All right, let's get into this. So first, let's get into this connection, and then we'll get into your individual energies here. Let me just take a little sip of my coffee. I love this little mug. Trust the process. Trust in the process. Quite literally, trust in the process. I feel like that got on my nose. A little bit. I'm already breaking out. Okay. This is kind of cute. Oh. Interesting. All right, so blonde hair may be significant for this connection, or brown eyes for you, for your person or you. Someone rejected the other one. Just from what I'm seeing already, they rejected you. But they rejected in a way of trying to protect themselves. There was a lot of growth potential for this connection, but I'm hearing that the reason that they rejected you is a lot more than what they led on, and that is simply because of this bankrupt card. We'll ask Tarot a little bit more information on this, but someone is financially struggling. I'm getting energy that it's them, but on some level I'm also hearing that you're financially struggling, and that's why they didn't want you. Interesting. But I'm also hearing that someone, because this is bankrupt financially. When I made this card, I mean, I made it financially, emotionally, mentally, romantically. So we will tap into tarot and see a little bit more on what this is about, but I'm picking up energy on financially and a little bit romantically. Like someone is just slightly romantically drained by the past people that they've been with. So whether that's you or them, someone is kind of just like, I don't have patience. Like, you know that TikTok sound where he's like, you're so pretty, I just want to take you out, I just want to I want to make you happy, and she's like, yeah, that's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. But when it comes to your person, they want to apologize. And we also have, I'd rather be nowhere with you than somewhere without you. I want you to want me too. And I don't play about you. This person's down bad. Like, they want you. They want you. That's all of the energy that I'm getting just from your specific person. They're sorry for whatever they did. They want you back. Wintertime may also be significant for this connection. I need to redo this one, but it may be when this connection started or when this connection ended. It's when this connection was like having its high prime time. But wintertime was significant. You, on the other hand, are very mysterious. You're slightly hard to read for this person. I'm almost hearing on some level that's why they rejected. We'll tap into tarot, get a little bit more. Red thread, you're planning something for them. And you're getting these spirit nudges, you're getting these signs, you're seeing these signs about them. But I'm hearing it's because, like, this planning something for you, it's because you keep feeling this pull towards them. You keep feeling these nudges, seeing these signs. No matter how much distance or time happens between the two of you, you still find yourself thinking about them, and not in a way of like reminiscing, but like genuinely thinking of them in a sense of like, they are not a part of my close circle anymore. Like, some of you, this person is not a part of your close circle anymore. But it's like you can still feel their energy as if they were. So let's go ahead and we'll tap into tarot. Can I get... Let's see, actually, because of this spread, I want to see... Okay, how are you two really feeling? Okay, they are not truly reflecting on what has happened. We have 5 of Cups, and 5 in reverse represents conflict, and cups represents our emotions. This person is very conflicted and they're not properly reflecting. And look at this card. If you see, there's a lot of spilled glasses, and when this is an upright, it tells me that this person is reflecting, you know, they're seeing how there's spilt glasses, but where they can grow from it. With it being reversed though, this is telling me that this person misses you, and they want to apologize, but it's almost like they're not properly seeing why they would want to apologize. Yes, they want you back. Yes, they know they made a mistake somehow, but they don't know how to go about it, is what I'm hearing. And they're not because they're not properly reflecting. This person I'm hearing has a lot of emotional problems. I'm seeing like a pickup truck with a dog in the front seat. I don't know who that resonates for, but this person almost has like a form of escapism, is what I'm hearing. Like maybe they drink a lot. Maybe that's why and like there's all these cups surrounding that person. That's interesting. All right, let's go ahead and see, how are you truly feeling about this connection? Temperance. That popped out. Like it literally popped out, landed on the deck. Temperance. You are willing to wait. Maybe that's how you're so mysterious. And that's what you're planning. You're willing to wait. You're planning in a sense of where you still see the future for this, but this person's not even properly reflecting on the past. Can I get some on this bankrupt here? What is this bankrupt energy? Wow, okay, that's way too much at once. Can I get just one, please? Can I get just one card here, spirits? They don't want one card. King of Wands, that was one that was in that pile that I just put back. King of Wands, Two of Wands, and Six of Cups. Wow, okay. So someone, so someone was definitely like mentally, romantically holding themselves back, or not even in a place to properly come forward. I'm hearing it's your person. And that's why you're kind of sitting here in this temperance energy, like I'm planning, like you almost know on some level that you two have this like soul link together. And you know that with seeing these signs, you're seeing their doppelgangers, you know that on some level, the universe has been arranging something for you two. And you're kind of just letting your person have some, this is the energy I'm getting, you're kind of just letting your person be like, okay, you're in the Five of Cups, like, whenever you move to, like, this King of Pentacles, or, like, the Emperor energy, the Chariot energy, ready to move forward and make something happen, I'll be here. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting from this spread so far. King of Wands, though, Wands, a lot of air energy here. Wands has to do with our creativity. Two of Wands really is about coming to one's full potential and knowing that they can either, pick up this stick, right, and live in their old way, or they could pick up this one and have their world come together in the way that they truly want to experience it. And it's also standing out to me that this card represents basil, because this is a herbal tarot deck, so every card has a herb. Basil, it's standing out to me because basil also has to do with finances. If you work with greeneries, then keeping a basil plant outside your front door can attract basil into your household. Washing your things around the house, mopping your floors with basil oil, and basil can help attract money into the home. So with this also coming in, I'm hearing like there's just a lot of choices within leveling up that's happening, and someone is becoming more willing to start giving. I'm hearing there was not an equal level of give and take within this connection, and they're starting to move into a place of being ready to move forward with the ways and thoughts that they're having. I'm picking up energy that you are actually more of this King of Wands energy, and it's your person who's kind of in this Two of Wands a little bit, where they're realizing their own potential, but they're not truly reflecting on the mistakes that they've made, if that makes sense. So what is this true block? The High Priestess. So someone's not properly taking care of themselves. Emotions are not properly expressed. Someone's not taking full responsibility. They're working in a way of limitations, this limited mindset. I'm hearing that your person they're moving in a way. Oh, burp confirmation when I say this. They're not realizing the potential of what you guys could be. They're realizing the potential of what you could have been, and they needed to give you more. And they were way more focused on their own fulfillment. They were way more focused on being that girl when they needed to be that little boy sometimes. In the picture, right? Look, he's given all the watermelons, all the berries, and she's just taking. And your person is hearing that, but they're not fully reflecting on it. Can I get another more on this Five of Cups for their person? Literally, they feel bound. Eight of Swords. I'm hearing that it's like they're, instead of leaning into the energy of the future and leaning into, okay, this is the potential, quite literally I was trying to pull King of Cups. What did I say? This just like literally flew out into my lap as I was trying to put the deck on the side. King is about our divine masculine, our action-oriented individual part of ourselves. Cups is about emotions. They literally don't know how to come forward about these emotions. They want you to want them. They don't play about you. They'd rather be nowhere than somewhere without you. They want to apologize, but they have no damn idea how to come forward about it. Wow. And they're stuck, but as I was saying, right, with the Two of Wands, they have those two choices. They have the world in their hands. They know they could have the world and everything that they want right in their hands. You're in this Temperance energy. You are. You are in this Temperance energy. Your person's stuck. What is this that they aren't saying? They want to have new beginnings. They don't even know how to start a new beginning. How to start thinking differently, coming in differently. How to create something new with you. There's a lot of Wands energy in this reading. So heavy air energy. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and we'll tap into Oracle. Getting a little bit over this reading than I intended to, but it's okay. I can tell there's definitely a lot that's happened here with this person, but on some level, there's not as much that could have been. There was a lot that was held back by your person. I'm hearing you didn't properly experience each other as like your divine, like the divine lovers that you can be. They got closer to experiencing you than you got closer to experiencing them though. They were really scared. All right, let's tap in and we'll see what is going to help you What's going to help you? This one wants to come out too, so blue. What's this one? Nature! Tap into some nature. Get outside. Go sit out. If you want to sit in this temperance energy, which I really do enjoy that this is coming out for you, because you're in this temperance, right? You're willing to sit here. Look at her. Look at her. She's out in nature, like dipping her feet in the water, just kind of going like la la la, like going on a stroll, right? I love it. I'm also hearing, pay attention to the nature of who you are. Like I was saying before, you know, this person got closer to experiencing like your divine lover, in the sense of like who you are as a lover, right? You have your like higher self, your higher lover. I don't know how to explain it. They got closer to experiencing that than you got closer to experiencing their version. And tapping into this nature of who you are is going to help you find balance within connections overall, is what I'm hearing. Because when you start to see your own value, see your own worth, you're more likely to set boundaries without guilt. Oftentimes, boundaries, guilt, fear of repercussions, fear of rejection, fear of conflict, oftentimes are what stops people from setting boundaries. The one thing that keeps them going is confidence. There's many reasons why people will not set up boundaries, and there's many reasons why they will uphold them too. Confidence. Can't fuck with confidence. Keep your confidence. Stay strong within yourself. Find the nature of who you are, and it's going to help lead you to some balance. Let's go ahead and I'll see what values are going to help you. So when you step out into nature, reflect on the harmony that you can experience within life. Know that yin and yang is essential. We need to experience those things that we don't like in order to know what we do like.
We interrupt this program with a message from the Lord.
In the arms of the angel, fly away.
While I was drinking that, and I was almost murdered by literally air, I was hearing, don't move too quickly. Don't be too quick to say something and to a way where you get your words choked up within themselves. That's what I was hearing for you. And then I looked down and noticed that your second word is discipline. Quite literally, have discipline within yourself and move with intention. I'm actually feeling called to pull one more oracle for you. And we got 2 out. Manifestation. So stay in this temperance energy. You're doing good. I'm hearing you're doing good. Just focus on your own balance. See the ways in which you are emerging. See the light that you have found within yourself. Burp confirmation. Give yourself some credit. Let's give a value for manifestation. Oh, that's so interesting. I love how this works out. Okay, so for manifestation, you're being called to take some risks. And when it's with that, what I'm hearing for it, if I could ever finish a sentence, I swear. ADHD. Risk-taking. When you're working within manifestations, you quite literally have to work in a sense of risk-taking because you have to trust the process. Quite literally, trust in the process. If it will focus, trust in the process. There we go. And work with the unknown, right? When you're working with the unknown, on some level, that's quite literally taking a risk. For us, for humans, right, our own internal nervous system, we either see something as safe or we see it as a risk. When we see it as safe, it's because we know the outcome, we know we're not going to get hurt, we're not going to end up in a bad situation. Oftentimes, when we try something new, no matter what, it's going to feel like a risk. But The same part of our brain that experiences excitement is the same part of our brain that will experience fear when we try something new. So when you're trying something new and you feel scared, remind yourself, is this actually just excitement towards my manifestations because I'm taking a risk? And that's why my body feels like it's fear, but in reality, it's not fear. This is actually excitement. For balance, practice patience. That's what you're being called to balance. Your patience. Stop being impatient. Stay in this temperance. This patience that you've been in, yes. Spirit say thank you. Keep going. Yes. Bless. I love you. You're amazing, wonderful. Thank you. Stay in this patience, babes. And then when it comes to emerging, oh, look at this. Achievement and success. You are literally stepping in. You've been passing all the tests, babes. Don't hold yourself back waiting for this person. This person's in King of Cups reverse energy. 8 of Swords. 5 of Cups. Who are you? Let me ask. Aside from this temperance, right? 4 of Wands. Literally, what the f***? Babe, oh my God. There it is. Wish fulfillment. You got this going. You got stuff worth dancing for. Yes. And then we also had Queen of Cups in reverse. And I hear it's because you're holding back, like holding yourself back, waiting for this person. And yes, this patience is good on a level, but don't hold yourself back completely. Don't hold yourself back completely. Be loyal, but not loyal to an extent to where it's damaging, okay? And maybe shift where your loyalty is, right? Maybe this loyalty that you're showing this other person is a level of loyalty to be showing yourself and these achievements that you're wanting to make happen for your life. Interesting. All right, I forgot to do initials for this pile, so let's do some initials really quickly just for some confirmations. That's a large pile. We have D. This is going to be you or them, first or last initial. F, R, B, D again, R again, Y, C, G, E, E again, Q, J, P, K, C, and M. So don't forget to leave a comment if you did resonate with this pile. I like to know. I want to know how I help people. I really do. And if you want to book a reading with me, don't forget you can send me an email or you can send me a message on TikTok. Okay, now we're going to move on to pile 2. Okay, so if you picked pile 2, then this is your reading. Okay, so usually when I do love readings, I do the signs at the end, but we're going to pick up some signs at the beginning and see what energy we're working with here. So we have Leo, Gemini, Libra again, Scorpio, and Virgo. This will be you or them, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And we'll go ahead and we'll tap in. And we'll pull some confirmations first. We're going to go ahead and see what's going on with this connection. So first, let's tap in. Let's get some general energy.
We now join our regularly scheduled program.
So let's tap in and let's pull some general energy for this connection. Okay. General energy for this connection. Interesting. This is interesting. So we got Pisces energy. So either you or them. I'm picking up energy that you're dealing with the Pisces and that you are spiritually woke. And then we have this tied energy here. I want to spoil you. We need to let each other go. And I'm sorry. So whoever's tied between this energy, they're sorry. But let's tap in a little bit more and we'll see what's your person's energy. What is your person's energy? Player. Ooh, I'm gonna grab one more from this deck. They just want to go flying. They're unfazed. This player, I'm sorry. All right, and then what is your energy here? What is collective's energy? You made some distance with them. You picked up on the fact they're a player. Despite the fact they're a player, though, they know how to charm. They know how to charm. That's probably what makes them a player. Time flies when you're together. You have a good time with them. I mean, there's obviously a reason you're attracted to this person, but there's a reason that we got traveling card here. So either you're quite literally traveling, maybe you're just literally moving. But I'm hearing someone's also going on a trip away from this person, and you thought this person would, or this person would kind of be a little bit more, or just quite literally making emotional distance with this person and moving away. Libra energy came out on your side. So let's pull some from this side, this stack. So general energy for the collective, or the connection, general energy for their person, and then general energy for collective. That landed on the side for connection, so I'm going to keep that actually with the connection. Interesting. That's actually really interesting the way that these came out. So I read the other person on the left, and then I read like you, collective, the person I'm reading for is on the right, and within the middle is the connection itself. The cards on the left side are, I'm sorry, I want to spoil you, we need to let each other go. Oh my gosh, confirmation burp. Bankrupt. This person, and I'm hearing they're like emotionally bankrupt, mentally like they're just romantically and emotionally bankrupt. That's why they're so much of a player. That's why they're so apathetic. They have no real emotions because they're emotionally bankrupt. They're planning something though. I don't know if you should really fall for it. I'm hearing like, and I didn't say this, but I was picking up energy that this like, I want to spoil you is love bombing energy, but we'll tap into tarot and we'll ask a little bit more about this. And then for your side, we got spiritually woke, dream messages, like you're getting signs about this. You are spiritually in tune. You're a spiritual person. There's like, you're literally watching a tarot reading right now. And you have the potential for new love. And I think you know that. You know that, but there's something that's keeping you tied to this person. And I think it's time flies. You have a good time with this person. And then we also got, I'd rather be nowhere with you than somewhere without you. So despite the fact that this person is a player, they're kind of unfazed on the way that they treat you, you still want them. So let's tap into tarot and we'll see a little bit more. How are they really feeling? So first we'll see about your person. All right. So how is their person really feeling? Interesting. We got Queen of Wands. So they've been taking care of the way that they want to think about things. The way that they feel about things, the way that they want to create something for themselves. That's interesting. And that landed on the I'm planning something for you card too. So I'm not necessarily saying that this person themselves is like going to come forward. I don't think they're going to come forward either, especially with the Six of Cups in reverse. They're not properly seeing how they were when it came to this connection. Yeah, they're not properly reflecting on their emotions and in the way that they weren't properly showing up. I think they're just thinking about themselves. They're thinking about how they want to create their lives. I'm almost picking up on some energy that this person doesn't really think about this connection as much anymore, because King of Wands also, King is about our divine masculine, that part of us that wants to create, take action, lead the connection. They're not necessarily in a place of really thinking about that. Our Wands is about how we create something, like creation, our heart, right? This person's not very much on like wanting to take action on their heart. They're not reflecting on the ways in which they can properly give to somebody either. They're just really thinking about what they can have for themselves. But I am hearing that they're reflecting on realizing that the ways in which they've been moving has not been a way to properly move if you want somebody. And I think that's why they're sorry. Because you were serious. And on some level, I'm hearing that this person wasn't really reflecting on what before they met you, they didn't even really know what they wanted. And meeting you showed them a lot of what they do want. And you were in this energy of already kind of knowing what you wanted. And I'm hearing that it intimidated them. I'm getting this so I don't know if you're someone of okay, let's get this shit done. You say you gotta do something, let's get up, get it done. Or I'm just getting this you did shit. You made things happen. Can I get some card on this bankrupt? This came out sideways or quite literally sideways. I need to get a better angle for YouTube. Yeah, this is just keeps coming out sideways. So, Hermit, quite literally self-isolation. This person was emotionally and mentally isolated. All right, how do you really feel about this connection? Hello. You don't want to go forward and so my phone ran out of storage, but we should be good. I asked, how do you really feel about this connection? And we got the Chariot and Three of Pentacles in reverse. And basically what I'm getting with these two coming out, you were being really, really stubborn with this person, almost slightly overbearing. I'm hearing that you were overbearing towards them, right? This is interesting. Okay, wow, I forgot about this and then I just remembered this. So when I was choosing the items earlier, and I was mentally thinking about it, I was actually when I was making my cup of coffee here, I was sitting here thinking the bear pile, to tell them this. So let me take a sip of my coffee. You wouldn't go into a steakhouse and ask them for a Big Mac, so why the f*** are you going to McDonald's asking them for a steak? I was told to ask you that. And I see it. You're literally abusing yourself. Quite literally, with this Three of Pentacles in reverse coming out, you are quite literally abusing yourself, being so stubborn, giving so much to this person. It's not that you're overbearing as a person, it's that you're overbearing to this person because they are fucking unfazed.
Gross.
Babe, darling, I mean that gender neutrally. You deserve somebody who is actually going to show up for you, and that is why I feel like you're getting signs towards a new love. You are getting signs towards letting this person go. Is it going to focus? New love. You are being called to let this person go. Stop going to McDonald's asking them for a steak. You can't go to McDonald's and ask them for a steak and lobster dinner. They don't have that. You know who's going to have that? A steakhouse, a lobster house. Go get your steak and lobster at the place that you deserve for it to be. Also, another thing too, you can find a water bottle places for free. For free, okay? You go to Disneyland, that same water bottle is going to be $10 fucking. Where are you at? Where are you holding yourself as a water bottle? Where are you placing yourself within a connection? All right? There's a lot there. What's this block here for you? What's this block of letting this person go? This one also wants to come out. Queen of Swords. You need to take care of your mind. Take care of the way that you actually feel and think about this whole situation. How have they actually made you feel? what is this like form of stubbornness that you're experiencing with this person that they're unfazed, they're apathetic with? It's like you're sitting here, what I'm hearing is you're kind of sitting here feeling the feelings for the both of you. That's unfair to you, babe. In connections, feelings, they're a lot. It's worth, definitely, we all deserve someone to split those feelings with, right? You don't got to do all of it on your own, but that's not what's happening. You're not taking this time. Birth confirmation, Ace is about new beginnings, Cups is about emotions. You're not taking that time to fill your cup properly to actually feel like you're watering your garden. You're not properly taking care of yourself to find these new beginnings within your emotions. You don't have to settle. Stop settling. Stop settling. 7 of Pentacles. Look at this. You gotta sit down and actually sit there and reflect. You're not sitting there properly reflecting on your world, right? You're not properly reflecting on what is needed to accomplish these goals and the way that you even need to feel. You're sitting here in this self-abuse energy. You're being overbearing towards this person and underbearing towards your own life. Shift to this energy. Sit there and reflect. Believe in new beginnings for yourself. Let's tap into Oracle and see what is truly going to be helping you moving forward within yourself. Obviously, you can make whatever decision you want to when it comes to this connection, but with this spread, the energy I'm really getting is letting this person go. And that is the first thing that one of the first cards that came out is we need to let each other go. That is one of the first things that came out. And if there's one thing about me, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to tell you very bluntly. I'm going to tell it to you very straightforward. That is just simply the way that I work. And if you don't like tarot readers like that and you want your messages sugarcoated, I'm not the tarot reader for you. If you want your messages very bluntly told to you, very straightforward. Hello, hi, my name is Tess. Let's book a personal reading. But either way, sorry, that was a joke. That was a joke. Unless. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Oracle, what is going to be helping this collective move forward? Goodness. First, what's going to help them with letting this go? You know, let's say they decide to let this go. You got quite a few out for this one. We're going to set that on top of that pile. And then I'm going to see what's going to help you with this 3 of Pentacles energy. Okay. We got those. Keep that there. And then what is going to help you with this Ace of Cups and Queen of Swords? Got quite a few there. So we're going to keep that on Queen of Swords and that one on Ace of Cups. And then let's go ahead and we'll pull a couple values here too for each pile, and then we'll get into those. Wow, if I could actually shuffle the cards, then maybe we'll get into them. Maybe. Cards don't want to shuffle. But I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm kidding. All right, what values are going to be helping them here when it comes to letting this connection go? All right, and then what values are going to be helping them here when it comes to reflecting on the ways in which they can take care of themselves and what they want to feel. These new beginnings within emotions, these Ace of Swords, and then this Chariot stubborn energy. This one's also flipped over. All right, we'll do that. Cool, cool, cool. We got this spread out here. So let's start here first. What is going to be helping? Oh, wow. Okay, what is going to be helping you with letting this person go? First, we have divine timing. Trust in the power of divine timing. Know that there's certain things that you experience within life that you're not going to like. That is because it's happening in such a sequence so that this thing that you are meant to have, right? This thing that is meant to be fulfilling, this thing that is meant to be feeding your life, you will be prepared in a sense beforehand of it having experiences that you don't like, so you know how to properly appreciate what you do like, right? If we're just given everything that we want without ever having a form of suffering, a form of, negativity, yin and yang, we're not going to properly experience it. Trust in the power of divine timing within the sense too of letting go. When you get those pulls to let something go, just because it came in and was serving a purpose for you at one point does not mean that it is meant to continue serving a purpose for you. Okay? So maybe it fed you this purpose of what it had, and that's because it's meant for you on this portion of your timeline. It's not meant for the entire timeline. Because the rest of this timeline is going to be with someone who's not a player, who's not unfazed by you, someone who actually appreciates you, and they're going to be fazed by your existence. Believe in the power of enchantment. Those things that you don't believe that can actually happen for you, believe in them. Look at that unicorn. We oftentimes feel a desire and a pull towards something that is often meant for us. Sometimes it seems unobtainable, truly unimaginable, or unrealistic for us in that point that we are, and maybe it is, maybe it is unreachable from where we are, and we have to move ourselves up, get ourselves through that timeline before we're in that place on that timeline, on that place within ourselves, to be able to actually make this happen, bring it to fruition, and hold it even, that takes a whole level too. There's a wisdom of knowing what is worth your time and what is not, and there's also wisdom within knowing how to hold something properly that is a blessing, right? People can get blessings all the time. That doesn't necessarily know they have the means, the capability within themselves to hold on to it. And I'm hearing this kind of the energy of what your person was in that sense, and you're being given that experience right now to see it on the opposite end before you end up in their space, right? Before you end up with that blessing and that person that you truly, truly would enjoy having around, or just that blessing of a person in general that you don't know how to hold, right? Answered prayers. Literally believe in the power of answered prayers. That what you want will come to you. What is meant for you is already yours. You just have to let go of things that are blocking it. And this person is quite literally blocking you from having that person that's actually going to show up for you. All right, and then when it comes to that, hope. Have hope in these manifestations. Have hope in that enchantment that you're having. Independence. Step within yourself. Take care of yourself. These answered prayers that you want for your life or for your life. Oh my God, I just got like an ear tickle right now. Whoa, that was a really weird feeling. It felt like someone woo. I don't even know how to explain it. Focus on your own health, okay? Focus on you. Take care of yourself. When it comes to this Queen of Swords energy, meditation, sitting down and reflecting. Quite literally. Swords is about creation. I'm so sorry. Swords is about our intellect, our mind, right? The way in which we think about things. Meditation, sit down and reflect. You don't even have to sit there and go, you don't have to do all of that. You can. That can help. That does help some people. It helps me personally on some levels, but just actually sit down and reflect. Journaling. I'm hearing music as well, like tapping in and actually having conversations with people, listening to some podcasts. Find that balance for yourself. Competition. I'm hearing to pull yourself out of competition with other people and find that balance. Stop putting yourself in competition all the time. Allow yourself proper rest, right? And that's tying back into that health. Proper rest for yourself. Tap more into your spirituality and faith. You're doing that already. Look at you. No, but I'm hearing tap into your spiritual team. Whoever you work with, a deity, I'm hearing a certain deity wants to work with you though. And then when it comes to this Ace of Cups, something that can help you have some new beginnings within your feelings, you're literally focus on your manifestations for you. Focus on your life. What do you want for your life? What achievements do you want to have for yourself? Step out into some nature. I'm hearing to literally go sit outside with a journal. and just write about stuff. Confirmation burp. Make some decisions on how you want to have your life. And how can you have equality in your life in a sense of not holding, wrong one. Not like quite literally abusing yourself in a sense of being stubborn for somebody else. That stubbornness that you're holding of making this connection work, put that same damn energy into your dreams. This person clearly is not appreciating it. You know what's going to appreciate that consistency, that stubbornness? Your dreams. Where you are meant to be. That is what is going to appreciate your stubbornness. Think about it. Something's not working for this dream, you keep doing, you try something else. You can't be overbearing towards your dreams. It's your dreams, dude. You know what it's gonna do? You're overbearing, you know what it's gonna do? Push that momentum happening, and object in motion tends to stay in motion. You push that momentum of your dreams happening, that shit's gonna happen. All right, and then when it comes to this Chariot and Three of Pentacles in reverse, focus on your healing. Literally, that's what this spread really is saying. Stop focusing on this person. Focus on you and your world, your emotions. How do you actually want to be treated? I'm hearing this person didn't even buy you flowers, or if they bought you flowers, it was a form of emotional manipulation. You have to live in your truth and integrity, quite literally. Be honest with yourself. What are those thoughts that you're having when nobody's watching? Live in harmony. I was literally talking about harmony earlier with the yin and yang. Have courage for yourself. Take those risks. Know your own competence. Believe in yourself. Be honest with yourself. Believe in yourself. Innovation, bitch. I am not saying anything else other than stop selling yourself so short and start noticing who you really are. Stop giving your energy to where it's not properly appreciated. Put your energy into a place where it's going to foster growth into your life. Wild, crazy, all right, cool. We're gonna post some initial confirmations. This will be you or them, first or last initial. Oops, we had an E pop out. Y, S, V, O, B, X, P, J, J again, D, B again, E again, and B. Okay. Bebe. I feel like that's spelled bebe. Okay, anyways, if this message did resonate for you and it helped you at all, please leave a message. Leave me a comment. Let me know. I like to know, really. I don't know unless you guys leave me a comment. So if you want to book a personal reading, you're more than welcome to. You can find the link tree in my channel description. Do I have lipstick? I have lipstick on my upper lip, and I had that this whole reading. Whatever. Probably just looks like acne. It blends in with the rest of it. No, but anyways, I'm so sorry. If you want to book a reading, though, you can find the link tree in my channel description, or you can message me on TikTok or find my link tree on my TikTok as well. And all right, I'm gonna clear the spread, get into pile 3, and I hope this reading resonated for you. Okay, so if you chose little skeleton candle head, then this is your reading. First, let's go ahead and we'll tap in. Usually I do signs at the end of readings, but today I've been doing them at the beginning. I've been finding it to be pretty fun. So we'll tap in and we'll see. Let's pull a couple. We have Scorpio, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Gemini, Pisces, and then Sagittarius. So That will be, could either be you or your person, sun, moon, or rising. Sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Sorry. All right, let's go ahead and we'll pull some confirmation cards because my deck is too large. I have to split it into two, so we'll pull some for each side. First, let's pull some energy for this collective. All right, and then some energy from their person. Okay, and then energy for collective. Okay, and then we'll go with other stack, energy for the connection. Okay, energy, oh wow, okay. This is energy for the connection. And then energy for their person, confirmations for their person. Look at this. Okay, there we go. All right, and then energy for collective. All right, that came out very quickly. Very quickly. So let's go ahead and we'll see immediately what we're working with here. So there's a lot that came out for just this collective, kind of a large stack here. So first we have age difference. So you two may have an age difference with each other. Masking feels safer. So feelings were faked. Feelings were faked and growth was dodged for sure. So maybe that was you or them, but someone within this connection was dodging their growth. They were not honest with the way that they actually felt. There is a potential for this connection to have some reconciliation though, for there to be some conflict resolution and for there to be a future, you know, a future door opening within this connection again. What if the door is even closed, but what I'm getting here. And then you or them may have green eyes. And then for your person, let's see your person's energy here. They have unspoken feelings. So they might have been the one that's masking here because I also see that you got some feminine energy here. And those who tend to be in their feminine energy tend to be the ones who are very expressive, take care of their emotions. So they're very in tune with their emotions, very in tune with their spirituality. So I'm picking up energy that your person was the one who was dodging their growth, masking their feelings. They may be dealing with some legal issues right now. Oh, that card got a little messed up, but they may be dealing with some fines, some court. I'm hearing DUI. I don't know why I'm seeing like a red, I'm seeing the color red, but a red t-shirt for very specifics. I'm also hearing the name Charlie or Charles. I don't know if that stands out for anybody. They are into you. They do want something with you. Right? That's their unspoken feelings. They've been crying over you. Wow. Okay. So this person, they did something within this connection and they're almost like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? For you, you've been daydreaming about this person. Oh my goodness. You're open to having more with them, but I'm also hearing that for you, you're being called to open your heart a little bit more in a sense of not holding your breath on the romantic energy of this connection and focus more on the friendship of this connection. That not even just like focus on just being friends with them, right? I'm hearing the foundation. That's what it is. I'm hearing the foundation. You're being called to focus more on the foundation. But you're thinking a lot of what the future could be, what could have been, yada, 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 different sorts of that sense. You may have an alternate or unique way of style, but you are in this energy. I'm hearing of believing that this connection has a soul link. But I'm picking up energy that you are aware of this because you're in your feminine energy, you're emotionally attuned, but I'm hearing that some of the reality within this connection is being blinded by this daydreaming, and spirits are calling on you to, yes, have an open heart, but don't spend waking moments daydreaming about this, thinking about what could have been. Pay attention to more of what is. So let's go ahead, we'll tap into tarot and we'll see a little bit more when it comes to this connection. We'll first ask, how are you both really feeling? So how is your person really feeling? How are you really feeling? So let's first see, how is their person really feeling? With this into you, unspoken feelings, wow. 10 of Cups. It's like that wish fulfillment. It's like wanting everything to have everything. They wanted it all. They wanted to have it all. And they weren't. They were not fulfilled within this connection. Can I get something on this, like, crying? What's with this crying? Wow. What? 10 of Pentacles. Literally, this is the card about wanting to have it all, like wanting your cake and to eat it too. I don't know what that means for, like, that's what I think every time I see this card. Wanting your cake and to eating it too. Like, babe, you can't have it all. You can't have it all. You have to have some things that don't happen, right? We got to learn the definition of no. They wanted to be able to create. They couldn't. They're crying because they're realizing that they wanted to create everything. They wanted to have it all, but they weren't able to actually do that. That's not realistic that's not realistic. You can't have everything. And they're reflecting on that. And now they're realizing that at the cost of, I'm hearing on some level, you had 80%. It's that 80-20% thing, right? Where people will go off searching for that 20% that's lacking from their 80%, and then once they have that 20%, they then realize that how much that 80% was actually giving to them. And I'm hearing that's the energy for you, for this connection. You were giving them 80%. They went searching for 20%, whatever that 20% was within their life. There was some conflict, obviously, and now they're realizing how much of that 80% you were, and how they went searching for 20%. They dropped 80% for 20%. Why would you do that? And now they're like, damn, why did I do that? It's the energy that I'm getting with that. Okay, how do you actually feel about this connection? Ooh, is that upright or that's sideways? That's sideways. That's sideways. All right. 3 of Cups. So 3 is really about movements. It's this open heart, this daydreaming. You want something to happen. But we have this 7 of Wands in reverse. So you're not evaluating what's happened properly. You're not thinking about this conflict in a proper way. As I was saying, you're daydreaming and it's causing you to improperly see this connection. I'm picking up energy that you're like putting this person on a pedestal a little bit. That you're almost like forcing them to fit that ideal person that you want instead of naturally seeing them fit the person that you want. And if they were, the person that you naturally want, they wouldn't be sitting here dodging growth. They wouldn't be sitting here masking how they feel about you, right? I would imagine. I would really hope that you don't want that for yourself. That's not the divine love that you want. Someone who dodges growth and isn't even like truly respectfully honest about how they feel about you. That's interesting. Okay, what's this blockage here? What is this? I mean, aside from this growth, this flew out sideways. The Fool. You're not properly seeing that you have no real responsibility to this connection. Because that's quite literally what the Fool card is about. It's not an idiot, right? It's someone who's not, confirmation burp, someone who's not in there. Oh my goodness, again. Sorry, I lost it. The Fool, it's about someone who doesn't have like true responsibility, right? In a sense of They're new, they're fresh. This can go anywhere. This can quite literally go anywhere. But you can't also start this is the first card of the major arcana. You can't start a journey. You can't start something on a weak foundation. I don't know why I'm feeling called to quite literally read this book's definition of the Fool for you. Detached innocence, no responsibilities or cares, freedom to roam and enjoy, unfettered energy, irresponsibility, carelessness, flightness, extravagance, folly. So, upright and reverse meaning, when it comes out sideways, basically that means it has the potentiality to be this or this, right? That's this blockage. There's no commitment, right? There's no commitment here in this connection. This connection's in the comfort zone, and things can't change and things can't grow in the comfort zone. What's this true emotional connection here? What is this? Four of Wands. Look at the ladies. Is it going to focus? There we go. So 4 is about stability, about manifestations. You two are manifesting each other. There's a sense of stability that you both find with each other. I'm hearing you're more stable emotionally and physically. And then when you get caught up with this person, it's almost like you're up here at a 7, right? And they're down here, and it's like you have to bring yourself down to at least even be able to speak to them. And this person, they're recognizing some things, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to do something about it. What does collective need to know about their person moving forward? That one came out. 2 of Swords. They're not finding... They're stuck between choices. 2 thoughts. Look at this. They're also guarded. They're guarded. They're stuck between how they actually want to move forward. This person has some healing to do. There's something with these legal issues. Can I get more on the legal issues, actually? I'm feeling like that's part of their own blockage. Page of Wands, yeah. They're not able to properly think about their future because they're stuck in these legal issues. They're like blocked right now. They're stuck between 2 different choices, but I'm hearing on some level they don't even really have much of choice right now. That's what that guarded feeling, and I think that's the energy that I'm picking up with the guarded. Interesting. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Literally, they don't know how to feel about their world. That's interesting. Okay. What's going to be helping you? Enough about your person. They sound like a whole mess within themselves. They're actually, hold on. I want to know one more. What's with this conflict resolution, spirits? It's going to require the divine masculine energy. Literally, divine action. And then this future love, oh my goodness. This future love for you is going to come in very swiftly, very quickly. So that's what I'm hearing out. Just let this person deal with their stuff. Take a step back, okay? What is meant for you is going to very swiftly come in. Very swiftly come in. But with this person, right, they're going to come in with these emotions where it's almost going to be unexpected. Focus on what you need to do for yourself, for your growth, and allow this person to come forward when they're ready. They will be. Maybe. They have a lot of reversal here. I think I'm picking up, they got to deal with these legal issues. There's a bit that they need to deal with emotionally. But this process that they're going through is helping them quite literally process what they've been through, if that makes sense. That's none of your business right now. Okay? Wait for them to come forward. It'll happen. What do you need to know for yourself with this daydreaming? Focus on yourself. Focus taking care of your body, having a proper sleeping schedule. Focus on the food that you're eating, maybe going out, getting more nature, getting more physical activity, going to the gym. I'm hearing for some of you, go get buff. Quite literally. Like, step into that divine action, that divine masculine of making something happen for your body where you have that glow up that you've been wanting, that physical glow up. Sometimes, and I'm not saying go get revenge, but sometimes the best revenge that we can do after a breakup is just get hotter than we were before we started dating them. That's the rule of thumb I live by. All right. What's gonna help you with this open heart energy? Whoa, that was a lot. Apparently, you need a lot of help. I'm kidding. All right. Can something come out? Goodness, it's like this doesn't want to come out. There we go. Now it's gonna help you with this red thread. Knowing that there's this tie. Knowing that there's just like some form of a tie within the two of you. Goodness, divine timing flipped over right now. That's gonna help you in general. Pay attention to these dreams, these dream messages. But the dreams that you have, literally focus on your world. Focus on the things you actually have responsibilities to. But when it comes to opening up your heart, pay attention to harmony, knowing about the yin and yang. I'm feeling called to read the book definition for this one for you. But harmony, right? Yin and yang. We got to know the bad in order to know the good that we do want. And soulmate. Bitch. Soulmate. Literally, opening up your heart, taking care of your own heart is going to attract more love in your life. It's going to attract this soulmate, this red thread. You feel it with this person. Trust in the power of yourself, trust in the power that your everyday actions and thoughts lead you. Each minute, like minimal moment. I'm not talking about those big things that you do that reach you towards your goals. What are those small things? The power of those small moments. When you're eating your food, are you just or are you sitting there and actually like taking in the flavors, taking in the power of the flavor palette, right? That's simply an example. All right, and then I'm going to read the definition for harmony for you since I was called for that. Conflict is resolved in a situation that was troubling you. Know that you deserve this peace and happiness and accept it graciously. Beloved child of God, you're a peace lover at heart. This card comes to you as a sign of new harmony that dawns upon you. Let go of viewing the situation as troubled and see yourself and others through the eyes of your guardian angels. In this way, you'll look past the surface and see the beauty and light that eternally shines within everyone. By shifting your viewpoint to the angelic perspective, you become an earth angel. Holding an elevated viewpoint sparks miraculous healing in all of your relationships. Conflicts drop away, revealing the clean and new truth about everyone and everything. Interesting. Soulmate. Your prayer for a soulmate relationship is answered. Follow the guidance that you receive so that you may enjoy this gift of divine love. There's something with this person. And remember that when you're working with your soulmate and when you're working, with the soul tie, right? It's not about the romance. It's about helping you find yourself, back to yourself. So how has this person inspired you back to your own true nature, your own power, essentially, right? Literally your own power. The card meaning for this one, you now allow yourself to express your power. Being powerful is safe for you, knowing that you express your power with love. You have all the power of your creator within you, all the power of divine love, wisdom, and intelligence. You have it. You have all of this. What personal values are going to be helpful when it comes to taking care of your body? Service. Quite literally, service. Be of service to your body. That's... All right, and then... For dreams, interesting, teamwork, and friendship. So these dreams that you have, stop holding yourself to this limitation that you have to be alone, you have to do it alone. I'm hearing hyper independence with these two coming out. Unionship, right? Knowing that foundation within every connection. It's not about the label of the friendship. It's about the teamwork that you do together. It's not the label of the romance. It's about the teamwork that you do together. It's about the way you actually come together with each other. What's going to be helping you with finding this harmony, opening your heart, and this soulmate energy. Okay, we got humor. Have some fun. Tap into some silliness. Know that you don't have some, stop taking everything so seriously. Equality. Literally equality. Stop daydreaming and putting this person on a pedestal. Think about the ways in which this relationship has actually been equal or unequal. What are ways that you can actually find the equality, literally equality and harmony together? Quality and harmony together. And then innovation. How can you create this stuff for your life? How can you find this harmony for your life? What do you even want to create for your life?